What's going on, Clever fans? This is your man KleverThumbs, and today I'm bringing you a special video introducing the most important build you need, and it hasn't changed. It will probably never change, but this is the #1 most important build that you need to have. As you guys can see in the gameplay, I'm going to be using two different versions. One's Intimidate and one's not Intimidate. That's the only difference. So sometimes I'm getting amplified, and in some clips I'm not, because I'm getting more regen. But definitely stick around, enjoy, and I will see you guys on the build video. Peace. Also guys, before we do get any further, I'm just going to say we do have the 5 winners randomly chosen for the 3K giveaway. So if you did enter, definitely stick around to see if your name was chosen. Also, do really appreciate you guys, and I want to give y'all the best content, so let's get right into it. You guys still suck.
System back online.
You guys are getting way too thirsty. I got a hazard drug. They are getting farmed, LSR. He's almost dead, right?
Yeah. Muévete, mira. Inteligente. Sí. ¿Qué te pasa? Bote nieve. Bote nieve. No, mira, los tres no me pueden matar. Dale para atrás. No, me pegaron. Me pegaron. No cubriste. Be careful. Killed one. I'm getting him off you right now. Over here, trade with me. Push to the back, scout with the low, get the bullshit. Watch out. Trying to be cute. You got milk. They all drop to running them around. Oh, we don't keep running. Dog. You're running out of time. That's all you're running out of. Multiples? Resin. I got him.
Oh, no way.
Good job.
Keep going, keep going.
Pressing back to me. It's not golden, it's just thing like just one other person out there who could get him. And he got man. Great.
I didn't know you're fighting somebody in here, dude. Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up. That was only shooting pillows right there. Run.
I'm feeling that like the last second.
No, I have hazards, bro. I don't have to worry about any of that. This hazard is nice. He's almost dead. His armor broke. His armor broke. He's almost dead. Up the niche. I got him from the back of niche. Ooh! Showcasing my new hazard build right now. No, I have 2 regen. I was on mute, bro. I was trying to tell you I was shooting at him. Yo, what's going on, Clever fans? It's your man, KleverThumbs, and today I'm bringing you another Division 2 build video. Now, this is actually going to be the most important build you want to have in one of your loadouts. That is right. That is correct. There's a such thing as one of the most important builds that you need to have. As you guys did see in the gameplay, I was surviving a lot. I was running two different versions. I'm going to show you both versions and exactly how to run them. But before we get right into that, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely smash that like button, subscribe as well, and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys do know when I provide you with the content. But before we get started, I do want to give a huge shout out to everybody for the 3,000 subscribers. We couldn't have gotten here without you guys. You guys are what makes me grind and motivate even harder. So with that being said, I do want to give a huge shout out to my 5 winners for my 3K giveaway. Victor Ramirez, G-Man 1024, Z Clan XX, Kenrick, and Miss Yonkers, New York. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to my 3K giveaway winners. You guys are freaking amazing. I'm gonna be contacting you, or you guys actually contact me on my email or on my Discord. But let's get right into the build video. So for this build video, this is definitely one of the most important builds that you need to have. I'm going to tell you exactly why. For starters, the specialization, it don't even matter what you run. You can run demolitionist. That's probably going to help you boost even more, because you're going to get that 20% burn resistance, which is going to put you at 100% burn resistance. That's if you go that route. I chose firewall for my own personal reasons, but let's get right into the build video. So for starters, I am rocking a Vector SBR 45 ACP. It's pretty much a good one that I got. It comes with Optimus. It's pretty good. It's actually, I've been using it lately, and it's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely something different to run with. And the damage is there. You just have to actually land your shots in your full mag entirely. Secondary gun is going to be the Lady Death. You probably go, oh boy, the Lady Death. Hey man, this thing was not good at one point in time, and then they buffed it, and it was too buffed, so then they nerfed it, and it's pretty much still the #1 best SMG in the entire game, the Lady Death. That is right, you're getting amplified damage. A lot of people don't like it. Well, it goes really good with the talent combo I got going on. So but other than that, the reason why I chose this Vector, I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because if you use Firewall, you guys get that 10% critical hit damage mod right here. So this is probably the second best Vector to run. That's just my opinion. The first one would be the Tactical Vector. That's just me though. You guys can run with whatever you want. You guys can put Sadist here if you want to. That's entirely up to you. If you want to use Bleed Hive or whatever. But those are my two guns that I rock with. Let's break down the build video for you. So I'm running Coyotes Mask, 2-piece Seska, 1-piece Yaw, 1 Grupo, and 1 Sokolov. Breaking the build video down. Let's go. Coyotes Mask. You already know what time it is. This is probably the best exotic mask going on for you right now. 15% weapon damage, 5.4 critical hit chance, 11.3 critical hit damage, and 11.8 critical hit damage. Pack instincts, depending on your target. The distance of your target when you're hitting them with that last bullet is what buff you're going to get for you and your teammates. So I'm pretty much going to be shooting close quarters with this, so I'm pretty much always going to have that 25% critical hit damage. That's pretty much all I'm looking for. If I shoot anything else, then my team also benefits. So if I want to shoot an NPC really far away, or there's a player really far away, my whole team gets 25% critical hit chance. And then there's that medium 10 crit chance, 10 crit damage if you hit in the medium range. But pretty much the Coyotes Mask is going to help you out for your whole team entirely. And moving on to the chest piece, which is actually a Yaw chest piece. The Yaw gives you that 10% hazard protection. Don't forget that your watch gives you 10% hazard, and also have some other stuff on how to get hazard. Pretty much you want to have hazard on every single piece with crit damage. So if I could have this max roll to 170k armor, I would. Also, my attributes is 9.5 hazard protection, 10% critical hit damage, and a mod slot of 11.6 critical hit damage. The talent Intimidate, while you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. So anyways, if I'm using Intimidate, I'm going to be proccing 25% critical hit damage from a Coyotes Mask. Moving on to the holster, which is actually the first piece of the Seska. I do have two pieces. This is the first piece, which gives me that 10% critical hit chance, and the second piece is going to give me that 10% hazard protection, so that's where I'm getting some hazard protection from. I don't encourage you to rock 511 in any type of way. I don't care what anybody says. 511 is going to make your build worse. I'm just going to say it flat out, just like that. But 2-piece Seska, 1-piece y'all, is acceptable for a proper hazard build. So the core attribute is 170k armor, 12% critical hit damage, and 9.6 hazard protection. If you guys can max out all of your hazard protection on this build, you will be able to achieve 80%, if I'm not mistaken. The knee pads could use a little bit of work. 170k armor, 7.7 hazard protection, 9.2 critical hit damage. Something I could work on, but it'll definitely do for right now. Oh, sorry, that Sokolov, as you should know, gives you a 10% SMG damage, which is why I'm rocking SMGs. Now moving on to the glove, which is a Grupo glove. It's going to give me that 15% critical hit damage, 170k armor, 9.3 hazard protection, 11.2 critical hit damage. You see, hazard crit damage. See where this is going? Moving on to the backpack. The backpack is that second piece of Seska, which is going to give me that 10% hazard protection. As I stated earlier, the core attribute is 10.9 weapon damage. Attributes are 11.3 critical hit damage, 8.7 hazard protection, 11.8 critical hit damage. Talents, Adrenaline Rush. Everybody knows that Adrenaline Rush goes with Intimidate, and Intimidate goes with the Lady Death. And if you combine this with the hazard build, then you're going to have a really good loadout ready to go, rock and roll, however you guys want to do this. But this right here is definitely going to help out your teammates tremendously. Moving on to the skills is depending on you. I chose this. You get 12% amplify damage damage bonus per enemy in front of you, and it's going to help me out with my vector, and it's going to help me out with Intimidate and all that fun stuff. Jammer right here. You guys don't like skills or status effects, then you're definitely going to want to jam everything to minimize all status effects around you and for your teammates. But breaking down the stats for you, because this build does come with 205 crit damage. That is correct. Doesn't say it on the paper, but once I proc my Coyotes Mask, which is 25% critical hit damage, I'm going to be at 205.2 critical hit damage with 46 crit chance. That is amazing. And it gets better. Why? Because I have 75% hazard protection. All my hazards not min-max. If it was, I would have 80. You guys are probably going, how are you getting 80? If you have hazard, 10 hazard. If you have 10 hazard on all your pieces, and you guys don't have to use Coyotes Mask. If you guys have a team going on, you guys can probably put another piece of Grupo, get some critical hit damage, and then your teammate can run Coyotes Mask. But this is pretty much one of the most important builds that you want to have. But like I said, the stats are there. It hits, it slaps, it wrecks, the whole nine. But this is one of my versions. I'm going to quickly just show you my other version. Nothing too crazy, but it has some survivability. So this is actually the setup that I like to run with, because I like to live life on the edge. So I like to have things a little bit challenging, and I did sacrifice 30% critical hit damage in order to have 2% armor regen. So pretty much I put a piece of Bellstone and I put a piece of Murakami's Emperor's knee pads, the Emperor's guards, which is going to give me that 1% armor regen for that piece, and then 1% armor regen on here for the Bellstone Armory, which is going to make my build hit a little less, but I'm going to have that survivability. You're going to be able to nullify a lot more stats. The fire is there ticking away. You're going to be able to heal and nullify some of it, soften that fire, that bleed, whatever the case may be. This is how I like to run, but you already know I had to show you the best way, which is probably with the Coyotes Mask. This is just the way I like to run it, as you guys have seen in the video. Don't worry about the FAMAS. I did use the FAMAS in some clips, but definitely liking the MP7. I have a really good MP7, And I'm also liking the vector with Optimus, and I also used the vector with Sadis. For this build, I would rock a vector with Sadis, and the reason for that is pretty much because I want a little bit more amplified damage, since I am lacking that 30% critical hit damage. But this right here also helps out a lot. The vector 45 ACP, bleed high for this, and 2% armor regen actually puts you at 30,000 armor regen. So right here I have a little bit less crit chance, 40 crit chance, 166 critical hit damage. But like I said, my hazard is at 75% hazard protection. It could be at 80 if I had everything min max, and my armor regen's at 30,000. So you guys can make it however you want, but this is my version. I really like it, just because I know that I have armor regen. If I get shot with the pestilence, I could just chill in the corner till it comes off, and I will just literally heal back up, slowly but surely. Anyways, this build is amazing. Go check it out. Like I said, this is one of the builds right here, and then of course the main build I just showed you right here. This is pretty much what I got with after I did a lot of testing, concluded that I was probably one of the best versions for you and your team to run, or for at least one person to run. But this one right here, I like to run this personally. Like I said, the survivability is there, the hazard is there. You're not hitting as hard, but it still does damage, and you have the hazard, which is probably the most important part, that you have hazard, period. So pretty much the build video. Like I said, thank you guys for the 3,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna be seeing you guys shortly on the next build video, or gameplay, or live stream, whichever comes first. But definitely stick around. Like I said, I'm gonna be here all year providing you guys with the best content. So smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys do see me here shortly. Alright, man. Well, take care. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm sorry, great start to your week, and let's get right into it. Peace. My character's glitch.